Hi guys, it's Jay, Ginger Ninja. Welcome to the video. As you guessed by the title, we're through. We've got past Belgium, so we're in the quarterfinals. We're up against Germany. So little recap on your screen of my team, and then my first opponent is Leandro, and this is his team. Very similar. It is exactly the same team that Thomas ran for Belgium, and I managed to get a 3-0 against them, so felt pretty comfortable, pretty confident. But I know Leandro is a very good battler, so I wasn't counting my chickens, and because of that I was like really contemplating going with a Hitmon top lead, but knew that I had a lot of success with Electivire, so instant regrets there. Not terrible up front, but this is not where I wanted my Electivire to be. So throw the Wild Charge and Dip, go in with the Alola Muck, and he's got Talonflame. So a bit annoying, but I should be able to force a shield if nothing else here. The funny thing was, actually, this is the second time we played game one, so I won game one first time round, but he had a bit of like visual lag where like he was tapping but not was happening on his screen, and he went from like having no energy on his Snorlax to a body slam, but I managed to throw before him because his screen didn't come up in time. So something, it was obviously the game mechanics, game fault, but so we replayed. Obviously that hit the Crawdaunt, and I think because we knew each other's lines, there wasn't really much I could do. That was that Dragonite in the back hurt a lot. So game two, so 1-0 down. So game two, I'm like, right, let's try hit on top. And then I'm looking, going hella squishy now. Like, gotta make a decision, what am I taking? So I decided the Gligar lead because it felt safe. So Muck and Crawdaunt in the back. We'll see how I handle game two. Annoyingly, Snorlax again, and obviously for a while there I was looking at Hitmon top again and again, didn't do it. One of them, stick to your gut kind of thing, stick with your gut, but I didn't. But it's not terrible, matchup at all. So I'm just gonna no shield. I win the zeros, so or do I? Do I need a boost? I can't remember. Or it's just really close, so I don't mind because I could sort of come in and get energy on something. But he actually aggressively swaps out into his Dragonite, which really handed me quite a big advantage, and then he really messed up there. I got a Snarl through, so I got a free Snarl, and he's got Dragon Breath, so he's got a 1-turn fast move and I've got a 3-turn fast move, so that is massive, and it's just turned this game into my favour. I know shield because I know I can survive it, and obviously I've got the energy, so if I didn't get that extra Snarl through, I'd have been screwed. Shield's up, so I swap out. In with the Crawdaunt, I know I can beat it to the charge move, and then I was hoping he's got like something nice in the back for me, and he has. He's got a Talonflame. Got to be wary of him switching out, which he did, but I held back, stayed disciplined, and then Crawdaunt goes to work on the Talonflame. So it's 1-1. So not too bad now. You know, always happy to just get one game against these guys, because some of them are just next level. So going into game 3, the decider. Can I get a W? So Crawdaunt lead, really just don't want to lead Dragonite. Standard. So I was into Muck. He swaps to Empoleon to catch the Dark Pulse. And then here I have a decision to make. So I chose to let Muck go and not throw, because now I can come in with Electivire and aggressively farm down. So I've got energy, but because Electivire is so squishy, yeah, it's just one of them. But I think that was the play I needed to get energy on the Electivire, but he just gets chunked so quickly, it's ridiculous. So don't really have much I can do now. I have to shield this. Obviously his Dragonite's got energy. Hope for some lag. I don't know. I got the attack buff, so but that can't save me now, unfortunately. So that's going to be a GG's. So I lose this one, 2-1, and at the time that actually put us 5-1 down. And I think at one point we were losing 15-9. So it was really getting squeaky bum time kind of thing, and we needed to pull something back. So my next opponent is Maid. Really interesting team. Wing attack Charizard. Obviously Kingdra, I love Kingdra. Driftboom's great, Shiftry's great, Flygon's a pain in the ass. Luckily for me, Maid played Hawkeye already, so I know it's Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, so it's got zero play against me really. Don't see him bringing it. But more so, I've just been put forward as well to be tiebreaker. So this is the last game of the round. It's currently 23-22 to the UK. Like, we've turned it round. So this could finish 24-all if that happens. So if I lose 2-1, it goes to a tiebreaker, best of 5, and I'll be getting put forward for that, unless I can win 2-1, and then we're through, or I just don't want to lose 3-0, because then we're out. So let's see how it goes. So Gligar lead felt safe. So I think because of the nerves, and it was literally like there's 15 minutes left in the round. So let's just see how I play it out. So being really cautious, like I'm over farming for no reason, because ideally I want to get the boost, so I should just be firing the Night Slashes off quickly. I managed to shield the Blast Burn, which is always good feeling. They end up just letting the Charizard go, really. I know that this is just a Dragon Claw because they didn't have enough energy, because it's 8 wing attacks to the Blast Burn. Let's see what they come in with. So in comes the Kingdra, and this is sort of, I knew this was like, the Kingdra was really like doing me head in. Like, I was like, how do you, like, I love Kingdra, I know how I play Kingdra, and it's like, if you get a shield advantage with your Kingdra, like, it's difficult, it's so difficult to beat. Like, and then obviously you've got the Octazooka, which can debuff you, so naturally, you know, I got the debuff. And then in comes Flygon. I was like, great, like, this is going to be really difficult now. So let's see if I manage to pull this one out. But it's got Flygon with energy, I've got no shield, it's got a Kingdra in the back. not much I can do. Come in with Crawdaunt, get a bit of energy on it, try and catch a move, but they were ready for that. So I come in with Crawdaunt, I don't get the move off in time. It's just a Dragon Claw though, so it's not the end of the world, but I try and think, well, I need to like, you know, snarl down here. There was no wink on there. I had to catch a move. I didn't catch a move, so well played. So game 2, I decided to leave Electivire. And it's Flygon, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but the way I play this is I'll throw 2 Ice Punches. Ideally, they don't get the extra Mud Shot in, like they did there, because they have to shield. These Thunder Shocks do absolutely nothing, but look how much the Mud Shot's doing. I shield the first one because obviously I don't want them to take me out, because if it's Earth Power or Stone Edge, I'm done for. If it's Dragon Claw, then it's fine, because then I know I can tank the next one and I'm going to get a second Ice Punch, which they shield up. Excuse me. So I swap out to Gligar, probably not necessarily the best option or decision. But they're just spamming away, sort of praying for a boost here, of course. And in my head, it's just like, right, what do I like here? Alolan Muck is gotta have my shield, and it's gotta close out for me. Like, so let's see what's in the back. So we simultaneously swap out there, and it's Charizard, and I know that I'm gonna beat it to the move because we simultaneously switch, so we're on even energy, so I know I can get the Sludge Wave to knock it out. And then Kingdra in the back, so obviously it's 8 seconds to knock the Zuka, so I know I can get the first one off, which they've got no shields for, so the first one's going to hit hard. I have to shield up and I have to get to this move, otherwise it's GG. Then they got the attack debuff. I get there just in time before the switch time was up as well, because I was like watching the switch timer like, fuck, don't you dare be able to win this by catching a move. Like, so I pulled one back, so it's 24-23, so I'm like, right, okay, worst case scenario now, I've got a tiebreaker against someone and I've got to do a best of 5, and I'll back myself to be able to adapt in a best of 5 to beat people, like, yo, over the 5 games. So I felt a lot less pressure for this final game, and it sort of felt rude, you know, not to take Crawdaunt. So I'm looking, going, right, okay, this feels like a solid line, and I'm looking and I'm looking, and I'm like, if he leads Kingdra, I know he's been using it as like his safe swap kind of thing, but I'm just like, if he leads it, like, it's gonna put me in a really tough position. And I'm looking at his team going, he's not gonna bring Driftblim, he's not gonna bring Hypno, let's go with Hitmontop, and he leads his Wing Attack Charizard again. So really annoying. Safe swap into Alolan Muck. I get a free Snarl, like, so big. Like, getting this extra energy, it's like, just makes so much difference, like, to the matchups here. So I know that I can win this now. Yeah, I've got a shield, but that's fine. Let's see what they decide to do. Didn't think they would shield, because I'm guessing they've got Kingdra in the back, which they have. So I'm hoping I can take a shield here. Yeah, so just get the Dark Pulse off as I'm on 1 HP, which you love to see. Again, sneaking that extra move in pays off, these little 1%. So Hitmontop, you know, my Kingdra counter, and then a shield here, which is really debatable. Even more so that I get the debuff again, because I survived the Octazooka and I'm still going to get to a close combat, so it's like just being a bit greedy. In comes the Charizard, but I've got the alignment that I wanted. They shield up the Night Slash, I get the boost, so I don't need to worry about going for a Crab Hammer, and it's a GG. So Crawdaunt OP. So 25-23, we beat the Germans, and now we've got the Spanish in the semis. So let's see how we do there. Nice one for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Let's see if we can get to the final.